everyone receives is a reflection of yourself.
Welcome. What is it that drives a masculine man to lose his power? What is it that drives people in society to false believe a certain narrative of how they must act? Let me introduce to you a story of a man and a woman. You see, this woman, albeit is manipulative, narcissistic, doesn't like confrontation, doesn't like to be told what to do, and harbors on this negativity from a youth. When one is confronted, one does not choose to change, one is not willing to adapt to this new environment. Happy with materializations and conniving and witchcraft. Doesn't want to know the ins and outs of how things are done, but loves to see the glamour in the end result. We see if things don't go the way, then this particular person wants to be right, wants to understand and make all the decisions, and when those decisions are met with a no, or that's not going to happen, a spoiled child is what enters the conversation, because one does not like being told no. So this particular individual is hard to deal with unless you agree and do things, and when it works out, it takes the glory. But then when you want to discuss exactly why they had to happen or how much is involved, it's boring. When one does not manipulate to the way of their will and is confrontational like two rams headbutting, you can see the narcissist inside. You can see the brain and the hate being transgressioned outwardly towards others. This manipulative control has led a masculine man to release his power to make one happy. So the breadwinner, the masculine man, the one who is doing all the hard work, has given his power to make a partner happy. The efforts, the achievements, all the things that have been done are little unless it shines with glitter. And then when you go through all the understandings of what one had to do, I don't care. I don't care about how it's done, just do it and then show me $1 million. So man has lost his masculinity, his true worth, his true power in making one happy. I think that idea was once presented to the masculine man in saying, what makes you happy? What would you do? The presentation of this question arose to, I am happy if she is happy. That in itself is sacrificing one's own happiness for the others. In itself saying that I am nothing, and I will give everything I have to my partner. Very modest and humbling, yes, but lack of strength, lack of power and ownership in control. Where is that fighting man to protect? No, this masculine man has become one of aloofness. So you see, when the problem arises, as the masculine man is aware of the situation, understands what it goes on, one chooses to run away and hide, chooses to forget and not deal with the problem. Therefore, this toxic relationship, this hidden secrecies and lies, is one of forgetfulness. I would rather not deal with it, move on. That is toxic in relationship. For one is battling for control and happiness and wants to have all the expenditure of money and glitz and glam, while the other allows it. This relationship is not growing. It's not comfort. It's not love. This relationship between this man and this woman is toxic. You see, when the status quo is challenged, you can see both are unhappy. One registers it but chooses to do nothing. One sees it and gets angry and projects hate towards because they don't want to impede the spell that has been cast upon the masculine man. A narcissistic view, I fail to see how this man and this woman can live this lifestyle if one is choosing to be aloof and not deal with it. Then there is pain, there is lies and torture. Letting it go because one is choosing for the other to be in power. I cannot live in a state like this. I cannot be a part or around this type of environment. If you see so many chances, so many opportunities for one to change, to see better ways, to come clean, to heal that inner wounding. We know the child there, I want to have control, I want to do what I want, but I don't want to be told and I don't want to be met with challenges or rebuttal. Just do as I'm telling you. This is hatred personified, narcissism at its best. And then for one to not question it and challenge it and overrule and be in their power and to not deal with it is a false acceptance of the reality that one lives in. It's a lie. So yes, a story of a masculine man who lost his power because he seems to keep a relationship in a status of balance is actually a falsehood of lies. And one who believes they have power because one lets them is also a status of misalignment in the reality of life. One is choosing not to grow up and the reactions is still childlike because one has removed themselves from understanding of healing. A fascinating adventure. One does not then apply hatred towards this man or this woman. One chooses to acknowledge that they will not be changing or growing. One comes to the acceptance that this is their reality. And maybe the presentation of this was presented so one chooses not to demean themselves. For I present a potential possibility. For you see, my gifts and my talents of foresight and engineering and abilities to overcome challenges, my experience and education. Every time one there shows their expertise is belittled by the narcissistic female. So therefore one's ability is not rewarded. One does not believe or trust in their decisions. So I see this as a challenge being presented by the universe to identify the possibility to say no. I will not do what you ask because of your hospitality or because of who you are. And therefore I retain my strength. I retain my balance and my honor, because if you do not believe in what I have to say, if you do not love me, if you do not believe in my experience and trust me, then why should I help you? Because you are family or because you are hospitality? Do I owe you that? These challenges have been met with the possibilities of me to say no. If I present a solution and you do not agree, and then proceed to shame me and tell me I am not smart, I am not an expert, but then expect me to do the work anyway, well, that provides me the opportunity to say no. And then when the aloof masculine man decides to ask me to change the way that I am to benefit the female, well, that leads to silence in my book. So I will not change who I am. I will not conform to the methods of a witch. I will not. I am moving into a place of love and light and enlightenment. And I have given many opportunities for those to come with. You see, amongst us we have many different classes of people. Some starseed families and enlightened beings are all love and growth and protection, and they are full of love and enjoyment. Other people's paths are much harder, must come to terms with the agreements that we cannot assist those, no matter whether they are family or not. We are not here to allow them to proceed as they are, but we are here to identify the parts of us that make us stronger, so we can actually assist those who do love us, who do believe in our journey, and are not here to take advantage of us. It's just harder for us on this journey than it is for others, but we see them with love nonetheless, and we thank them for their role in our life. So no matter the journey of hardship or not, we try. We give them opportunity and opportunity. They just don't meet the expectations that is required of them. And we go upon our plane upon a journey to somewhere else. As the plane flies overhead, thoughts of travel, maybe a new life, a new area. All of the new possibilities coming in. So this journey of this male and this female is a toxic one. I don't see love. I don't see companionship and growth. But that is their choice, and they have chosen. And I have made mine. But you see, people are like, oh, but you must love and be all light. Well, not if it's in the case of lowering yourself to accompany said light. We must remain steadfast and strong with who we are and the journey that we are on, and we become the masculinity. We do not conform to a lower end, whereas the hunter and gatherer. The female is the support and the rock of the man, and the man protects the female. And vice versa, of course. Each plays, we grow together, we harness together. A male can teach a female how to hunt, and a female can teach a male about all of the other things. There are aspects of us that we do not know. And when met upon challenge, we grow together. So I look upon this time to highlight areas of people's lives, whether close to home or not. Are they rewarding of what comes my way through my hardship? Probably not. Am I obligated because they are blood, or because they believe they deserve it or they should? No. It is up to me what I do. It is up to you what you choose to do. But we do so with love, not hate or abandonment. We follow our path and our journey to creativity and the betterment of humanity. For it does not change who I am. It's just one of those people that choose not to be on the path. But this story of the aloof man and the narcissistic female, sometimes it makes you think, what would life be like if it were different? A tale for another time, perhaps. However, I thank you for listening in and taking the time to appreciate the fact that there are people close to home like this that choose to ignore the very things that are holding them back and the hatred that they project, and then seem to forget it without a problem or a care, when deep down they know exactly what's going on and it's hurting them, but yet they refuse to heal. So I look forward to a time where I'm able to surround myself with loving people, a healing nature, and help humanity. And I'll look back on these times as an identification to know and experience when I meet people what it is that they're hiding. So I don't look upon this time as hurtful and these sorts of things, but more of knowledge and wisdom. But I don't let that control me, saying, yes, we taught you all these lessons. Well done, reward me. No. It is learning that I have gone through, and you have gone through, to get to the understanding that you've had to see that, to overcome that situation, to say no, and still be of a higher frequency. So it is with that, I leave you with peace and love. Take care.